Hey, this is Wakeangel2K1 again, and this is just a quick addendum video. It's about April O'Neil. I went off on a whole big story a few years ago about how this is an unrequited love from when I was a small child, and the Ninja Turtle line was a toy line that I really loved collecting, and I was discouraged from getting this one because it was a girl. And when they finally came available again as re-releases a few years ago, I snatched one up and I finally had the April O'Neil figure that I always wanted. Well, yes, the nostalgia factor has things going for it, but frankly, this just isn't really a great April figure. Like, she doesn't, okay, I'm not going to hold the poor articulation against it because it's based off a mold from the 80s. All action figures were like this. And I will give it minus points for the really awkward stance they gave her. I mean, look at the way her shoulders don't really line up. It looks like she's some kind of twisted hunchback. But again, although I'll give it some minus points, I'm not really going to hold that too far against it because, again, weird pre-assumed stances was a common thing for action figures to have back in the 80s. But what I will hold against it is that this doesn't look like April at all. I mean, the hair's wrong, the body proportions are wrong, it just doesn't look like her. It looks less like April than the turtle characters look like the turtle characters from the cartoon. So yeah, that's just like not right. And for all these years, I have done nothing more than wish that they would make an accurate, modern action figure of April as she looked in the original cartoon. We've had plenty of good April toys, but based off of April as she appears in other media, like how she looked in the 2003 series or April from the current series. All I ever really wanted was this April, but you know, good. And after all these years, it seems that I finally did get my wish. Kinda. Yes, this is the Megabloks minifigure of April O'Neil. It's only 2 inches tall, but it looks a heck of a lot more like April than any other toy that's ever been made of her. Like, they got the shape of her hair is all right, like it comes out the side. You got her bangs that come out in front of her face. Everything about it, as tiny and difficult it is to get into focus as it is, it really does just look like April's face. It even has painted lipstick. Like, this is a tiny minifigure, and the thumb is, her entire head is about the size of my pinky nail, but they nailed her look. And the jumpsuit looks fantastic. She has the collar, she has a little bit of cleavage going on, she has the short sleeves. Sure, the hands are weird, but that's because they had to be sculpted to hold on to pegs and stuff. And, like, she's got the boots with the laces. Like, yeah, this little minifigure is by far and away the best looking April figure I've ever seen. And she has as much, if not slightly more, articulation than you could expect from the regular Playmates line, with a really nice ball jointed head, universal shoulders, because, you know, like, it's a Megabloks minifigure. 90-degree bend at the elbow, slightly more so actually. Wrist swivels on a figure this tiny. A waist joint. Yep. Like, you can, like, waist joints are really rare. Ball jointed hips, which get a pretty decent range going outwards, but also go really far forwards and backwards. You don't normally get that much backwards range because the sculpt of the butt gets in the way, but they made it work here. And nice solid knees, go almost 90. Nothing in the feet, but, you know, like, that's actually, like, this articulation loadout would be pretty decent for a figure that's 6 inches tall. To have one on one that's 2 inches tall, you know, that's just pretty darn fantastic. And it's really, it's slightly upsetting that this is probably the best April figure that's ever been made. For a character that's so beloved and iconic, to for this to be the apex of her toy renditions, it's kind of sad. And there's a funny thing, is that you can't even buy this. Yeah, like, they make a lot of these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Mega Block minifigures that you can buy separately. Like, there's some that mutate, like you can get Bebop and Rocksteady and Baxter Stockman, which they look like they're human forms, and then you can swap some parts out and turn them into their mutated forms. And you can buy the Turtles individually, and you can even get April O'Neil as the character from the modern cartoon series sold separately. That figure doesn't have elbows because, of course, why? But there's only one way that I'm aware of that you can get this particular April figure. And that's as part of this gigantic Megabloks Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Party Wagon playset. Yep, as far as I'm aware, this is the only way that you can get an April O'Neil minifigure, buying this gigantic set. It retails at Toys R Us for over $50. Although, I'll explain later. Of course, it comes with other minifigures. If I can open the side here. Yeah. I never really bothered to take them out of the thing. Yeah, it comes with a really cool Shredder. Although there have been good Shredder figures with this level of articulation made by NECA. So, you know, like, it's not like this is the best Shredder ever. And a Michelangelo figure, which actually has a die-cast metal shell, which is really cool. Plus, his nunchucks are actual chains, which is something that even the 6-inch scale figures don't usually get. So, you know, this is an awesome set. The Party Wagon is really awesome. Although, I guess I should mention that I didn't actually buy it. It was sent to me by a wannabe commissioner. So yeah, like I'm getting ready to customize the figure. But I just want to put it out there that the commissioner wanted a figure, a character that would be roughly 3 inches tall when made, that would you know, have this level of articulation. And since 3-inch Sonic figures are almost impossible to get these days, she actually went ahead and got this whole set just so I could use the April minifigure in it to make the custom. So yeah, gigantic Megabloks set, all to get this April figure to use as a custom base. Now, before you go saying that this person is absolutely insane, she told me that she was able to exploit an Amazon sale where she found it for only $15. So and free shipping. So lucky her. She managed to get this thing for the price of a standard action figure. Because that is a massive markdown. Remember, freaking $50 down to 15. Like, wow, lucky you. I have no idea how you managed to get that. But yeah, that's the story. Yeah, it's still kind of upsetting that a Megabloks minifigure is the best April toy ever made. But hey, you gotta accept what you can. Oh. And I love that. Look at that. That looks fantastic. The artwork on this thing is just amazing. I love this box. This is a really, really good box. Yeah, all that good stuff. All the good stuff. Very, very good box. Very good box. Alright, this has been Wakeangel 2001, and I'm signing off.